TGB, Touch Gloves Boxing. Remember to like, share, subscribe. I go by the name of Biyenge, featuring yours Truly Tre. When you're ready. Yo. What's good?
Yo, what you saying, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. Can't complain, man. Can't complain.
Yeah, no, that's good to know, cuz, man. Obviously, this week's been crazy. We've had a lot of, obviously, boxing news and stuff like that, man. But, look, before I get into the show, to the topic, I have to do this for my man, of course. Got the United T on, of course, and Patrice Evra, another big up. Obviously, did a little shout out for me on the socials, man. But love, man, I can't wait to get stuck in and read this book, man, because we gotta get inspired by great people, man.
No,
So,
for real.
bro, let's get started.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we've got an interesting lineup, but we're gonna start off with this one, of course. Charlo versus Castagna 2. Cuz, like, what's your thoughts, man? What do you think, man?
Oh, I don't know. The first fight was interesting. I mean, I had Charlo. Well, before the fight, I said, yeah, it's going to be an easy victory for Charlo because I didn't know who Castano was. But watching the fight, if I'm honest with you, he was a tough competitor. The rematch, I think Charlo has to knock him out. If he doesn't, if it goes on to points, I can actually see Castano winning this fight and becoming the undisputed light middleweight champion of the world.
Oh, yeah, you know what? It's a crazy one because, look, I agree with you, cuz, right? It's the fight, the first one. You can argue. A lot of people say, like the ones that watch the fight, that Brian Castagna actually won the fight. So,
yeah, I agree with you.
And
yeah.
a lot of people as well question Charlo because he didn't take this rematch straight away, because it seemed like it was a bit of a silence about the rematch. We thought maybe he's gonna skip it and fight someone else. But look, big up Charlo, man. At the end of the day, he's gonna go back into the deep end and he's gonna fight obviously Castano. And I think that's gonna be a tremendous fight, cuz, man.
He has to knock him out. For him to win this fight, if I'm honest with you, he has. I can't. If it goes on points again, I can't see it being a draw again. That's just me being honest. I cannot see it being a draw again. The only way for him to win this fight is he has to finish this fight. Early rounds. It can't go to 12 rounds.
Do you reckon he can do it though, Charlo? Do you reckon
I believe Charlo can do it. I believe Charlo is a threat in his division and he can do it. I just feel that him fighting, because my man, it was a slow start for him. And then I think towards the end, he picked up the pace. He was more aggressive, but it's going to be a tough one. The only way for him to win, it has to be a knockout.
So he has to go in there for the knockout. He has to be a
ruthless.
lion.
Ruthless.
And I think he needs to be. I think that needs to be the tactic, man. And we associate him with lions only, of course, man. And he needs to go in there and just get the job done, man. Because Castano is gonna be a tough opponent. And obviously the last fight was just a bit crazy. I'm not even gonna lie, it was a bit crazy.
Because I didn't know nothing about this guy. I just thought, okay, cool. He's a champion as well. He holds a belt. So I thought, okay, it'll be interesting. Unification fight. I literally thought, easy victory for Charlo. Who's next? Watching that fight,
he's
I'm not gonna lie. Though, at the end, when people said, "Oh, it's a draw,"
that's where everyone was like,
it's a bit. So I think in this fight, he has to just be ruthless, aggressive, and just finish him. If he doesn't, if it goes 12 rounds, bro, well, I could be wrong. It can go 12 rounds. He can win on points, but watching last fight, I can't see that happening again.
Like you said, man, it's going to be a crazy one. It's been something that I've been waiting for because I wanted Charlo to get straight back in the ring with him, because I feel he's got a point to prove. Just to prove to his doubters. I know he's done it before, but just to prove to his doubters that, look, don't disregard me. I'm
Mhm.
that guy. Do you know what I mean? And there's so many fights for him.
But you know, if he unifies the division, who's next? Is he gonna challenge Andrade?
Yes, that's been brewing for a long time, isn't it?
Mm,
That's actually been brewing for a while, and I just feel as well that Andrade he needs that like marquee name. He needs that big name to sort
mm,
of put him on that pedestal where the rest of the big names are. Do you know what I mean? Because
mm,
Andrade is a champion, and look, big up everything he does. Obviously, from Cape Verde, of course,
mm.
represents the country, and he's a proud ambassador for the country as well. And I feel that he can be that global name, but he needs that person with him at the top. He needs that big fight, and I feel that a Charlo, that sort of name could be the fight that sort of takes him to the next level, man.
If the Charlo fight can't happen, I can only see Andrade coming here in the UK and fighting the likes of Eubank Jr.
Ooh, Eubank. You saying Eubank?
Mm,
Ooh, and Andrade. That would actually be a fight that I would genuinely want to see, man, because Eubank's gonna be coming with heat,
mm.
man. You know he's coming with
Well,
heat. You
I don't
know
want to
he
jump
is.
the gun yet. I mean, you know, he's got to get past Liam Williams.
Yeah, that's
So,
gonna be a tough
yeah,
fight for him. That's gonna be but yeah, I reckon he'll get the job done, man. For me,
yeah.
I just see he's a type of person where he's gonna go absolutely um, Williams, and the fact that he has Roy Jones in his corner as well,
Mm.
that gives him the extra advantage, in my opinion, man. Different
So,
different set of eyes in the ring.
so you saying after you know if he beats Williams, is it a title match for him or is it going to be Billy Joe Saunders rematch?
I think he needs to go straight into a title shot, in my opinion, and the person who he should fight
Mm,
before he retires is a Triple G. He needs to have that fight with Triple G, man. He needs to have that fight with Triple G because Triple G is a great fighter, and he's still regarded as someone that's at the top.
mm,
But in my opinion, he's sort of coming to his decline of his career right now, and I
mm.
feel that a fight with Eubank would be perfect for Eubank because Eubank's obviously on the up and Triple G's on the down, man. So this could be
Wow.
a good fight for him, man, and this could be a good opportunity for him to win a world title.
Eubank and Triple G later on in 2022. All right, cool,
It's an
cool.
interesting one, isn't it? All
Mm,
right, cool. This you see this fight here. The
hmm.
way I'm gonna build this up, the public have been waiting for this fight for over 10 years. Like let's say it's 10 years, if I'm correct
Yeah.
by saying this fight should have happened time ago, but it's happening now. And cuz man, we've got to review this, man. What are you saying, man? What are you saying about Khan and Brooke? We've had conversations off air, but we
Mm.
need to get this live for our audience, man.
Right. I think Brooke wants this. I feel that Brooke needs to beat Khan just to prove a point. I feel that Khan's always been there. You
Mm.
know, I feel that Khan's achieved more than Brooke, should I say? No disrespect to Brooke, but something tells me I don't know. I feel that Khan might just take this. I feel ever since Brooke fought Triple G, he hasn't been the same. You know, he hasn't been the same no more. And it will be interesting because the winner of this fight will potentially fight Conor Ben, and I would like to see Conor Ben and Khan. I just,
Mm.
the only way Brooke wins this fight if he knocks out Khan, like early stoppage. But if the fight goes on to 12 rounds, I can potentially see Khan winning the fight. I'm not lying. I'm being serious.
No, you know what? It's a
And
fair.
I feel
Go
that
on.
Khan is not even he's up for it, but he's got nothing to gain. If you know what I mean, he's done it all. You know, he's the bigger draw. He's the bigger name. He's achieved more. And again, no disrespect to Kell Brook, but you know, Khan's been in all the big fights. The likes
All
of Canelo, the likes of Maradona, the likes of Crawford. The
right.
list goes on and on and on. You know, so
yeah. No, fair enough, man.
Was
But look, man.
at one point, Khan wanted to fight Floyd Mayweather. He wanted to fight Floyd Mayweather.
No, you've got some good points, bro.
In fact, I would like to see Khan and Floyd Mayweather.
Ooh,
Not no exhibition fight, a proper fight. Yeah,
you're throwing it out there.
Why not? Why not? Khan, Floyd Mayweather, 2022, in the UK.
Boy,
that will do numbers.
You're throwing some heat right now.
Listen, that will do numbers. Khan vs Floyd, bro. Like, look, Floyd is fighting this month. Sorry, not this month. Next month in Dubai, exhibition fight, bro. Khan and Floyd, O2 Arena. I guarantee you that will sell out and that will do big numbers. I'm telling you.
That's a madness. That is.
I'm telling you. Or even if Floyd goes to Bolton and fights Khan, I'm telling you, bro. Out of retirement for a professional fight, Floyd and Khan. I'm excited.
That's absolutely mad, man. But I'm not gonna lie, cuz man. Obviously, you're disrespecting my man, Kell Brook, man. Special K. I'm not gonna lie to you. Look, for me, in my opinion, this is my honest thought. You sort of touched on it before that Khan's not really. He has nothing to gain from this fight, whereas Brook, he has everything to gain from this fight. He's got a bit of. There's a situation that he's been chasing this fight for the longest. He's wanted this fight for a very, very long time. And imagine when you're chasing something, constantly chasing something, and you haven't got it yet, and now you finally got it, man. As soon as he steps in the ring, I promise you, I promise you, he just needs to catch him once. A clean shot in that chin. I think that's it, man. I think Kell Brook will stop Khan in under 8 rounds.
Right. What if he doesn't catch Khan?
He's gonna catch him, cuz man. He's gonna catch him.
Because remember,
you know why he's gonna catch him. Let me just say this, yeah. Look, Khan is a tremendous fighter in terms of his speed, the way he throws combinations, the way he goes in and out. As a boxer, he's excellent. The only problem is, if you look at the Danny Garcia fight, for example, started off quick, dominated, but Danny Garcia was just timing, just waiting for that shot. Finally caught that shot. What happened? He was down. Raiders Prescott, remember that fight? One shot, down. Canelo started off good, one shot, down.
But I think him going into this fight, I believe Khan is going to be smarter in this fight. When the opportunity comes, he will attack. But like I said, man, I could be wrong. But Kell going in this fight, being angry, might not go to plan, you know. But hey, you know, we'll see. Next month, when the fight happens, we'll be talking in it.
You know, when the fight happens, yeah, we'll be talking, yeah. But all I'm gonna say is, cuz, man, with Kell Brook, yeah. Kell Brook, for me, he's a showman. He's gonna bring the crowds, of course, and he's gonna make this fight absolutely tremendous, man. I have no doubts, man, that he's gonna deliver, man. Do you know what I mean? I have no doubts. I just have a feeling that Khan will start off fast, as he normally does. Quick combinations in and out. But there's just going to be a time where he's going to zone out for a second. And that second that he zones out,
bang,
that's when Brook's going to catch him, man.
Okay.
That's what I think, man. That's what I honestly think, man. Yeah, man. But, look, let's get to the next topic, of course. We got, obviously, Daniel Dubois versus Brian. What's your potential sort of thoughts about this fight, if this could happen? Because this is a fight that could potentially happen. Could. But what's your thoughts about it, and what do you know about it as well? What do you know about it?
My understanding, Daniel Bryan, he's the WBA heavyweight champion, regular champion. And him and Daniel Dubois, if they fight, and let's just say Triple D wins this fight, he's next in line for world title. But realistically, again, there's a long queue. I think if he gets past this person, then him and Joe Joyce should do it again. Why not?
Yeah, round two. Yeah, round two. I think.
But would Joe Joyce really want to risk doing it again? Do you know what I mean? Because you know he's one step away from getting a shot. Do you know what I mean? So with Brian again, like I say, look, him and Triple D, they can do it. Maybe in America again, it'll be good on for Triple D, you know, just to build up his profile. The next contender for him, like I say, if he gets past Brian, it could potentially be a Derek Chisora. That'd be a nice fight.
It would be. It would be a good fight with Chisora as well, man. And
or even Chris, is it Ariola or Daniel?
Chris Ariola.
Or what's his name?
He had a good fight with the Destroyer and the Ruiz, isn't it?
Or even Andy Ruiz, or even Joseph Parker. You know, so there's still interesting fights for Triple D. It's just obviously I know ever since he had that loss, that he had an injury, etc. But look, he's gonna be back in the mix, and hopefully Baby Miller will be back in the mix as well.
Baby Miller. Gotta love the guy, man. Like I've mentioned it in the pod before. With Baby Miller, he brings that WWE energy to the boxing world, man. I'm not gonna lie, we missed the guy, man. So big up, Big Baby Miller, man. We want to see him back in the ring. Hopefully, he can be, you know, one of the big contenders for the title. Who knows?
No, for real.
Yeah, man.
It'll be interesting. It will be very interesting.
It would be an interesting one.
Having said that, what if he loses again?
With Daniel Dubois?
Yeah.
Oh, that could set him back a little bit, innit?
That's what I'm trying to say. So it's at the moment, at this time, it's risky for everyone in the heavyweight division. Everyone has to hold on to their spot, man. It's peak. It is peak.
No, it is peak right now, man. And you mentioned it before about Joe Joyce, and it just resonates in my head that you're 100% right, man. Why would he want to take that second fight again when he's already dealt with that and he's moved forward? It would be like he's going backwards, man. So
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a fight with Brian would be the more suitable one for Dubois in the States. He's obviously building a bit of a name in the States.
Yeah.
Had his recent knockout as well in the States as well. So I'm sure the American audience that know about him as well. I think that would be a good fight in the States, man. Personally, I wouldn't bring Brian here in the UK. I would want to sort of build, if I was sort of Frank Warren in this situation, I would want to try and re-establish him in the States.
Yeah.
Obviously, that loss here in the UK set him back with the UK audience. But if he could sort of build again.
Yeah.
In the States, he could potentially have an even bigger audience than he did here in the UK. If he knocks people out and earns that name Triple D again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
No, there's definitely options there, man. But cuz, you know what? We've saved this one last, man, because we've been speaking about this for a minute. Obviously, it's a crazy situation, and it does involve obviously Dylan White, Mr. Body Snatcher, Mr. Brixton, and it involves the Gypsy King.
Yeah,
you already know Tyson Fury. Cuz, in regards to the negotiations, in regards to what you've seen online, what can you tell me? What's going on? Like,
do you know what? It's interesting. You know, you mentioned this topic because, as we said, they offered 80-20% split, and my understanding, White's team are saying no. From an outsider looking in, I would say, do you know what, mate? You've waited a long time for this opportunity, right? And yeah, I know it's not just about the money. It's about, you know, getting your hands on the belt. But, you know, you guys are all aging now. Do you know what I mean? So let's just do it. I mean, if it goes to per bid, then you're laughing because really, like, it'll be more money, you know. And to be fair with you, like, look, Fury and Dylan will do numbers here. Let's forget the splits here. Just them two fighting. They will both do numbers here in the UK, you know, because they're both British. Fury hasn't fought here in the UK since, I believe, 2017 or
that long.
18. I think 2018, yeah. So, you know.
He's a proper, like, what's the word, man? He likes to go in different people's territories, man.
Yeah. So it will, like, look, again, in terms of venue, I'm saying O2 Arena because, you know, everybody loves the O2 Arena. Or we could do it at Fury's backyard, you know, potentially Old Trafford, because it will do serious numbers. You know,
I've been waiting for this, man.
Tickets will do numbers, pay-per-view will do numbers, and it will do serious numbers.
It
You know,
do
so
serious numbers.
the longer they leave it, yeah, it's just gonna get frustrating. And like I say, look, I know for a fact Fury wants to fight Dylan, yeah, and Dylan wants to fight Fury, but it just has to make sense. You got to think that they're both big names. Dylan is a pay-per-view fighter, yeah, so is Fury. So you know, hopefully it will get done this year. Purse bid should be taking place, I believe, next week. So fingers crossed, some good news. Yeah, man, it should just it has to happen regardless, man. It has to happen. I mean, like I said, if the final result was 80-20, just take it. Because think of it this way, yeah. I remember AJ said this point time ago. He said when Wilder wanted to fight him many years ago, Wilder was demanding 50%. Yeah. And he said, no. He said, like, look, I'm the champion. I call the shots, yeah. But, however, yeah, you're the challenger. Think about it. If you beat me, think of the rewards afterwards. Do you know what I mean? Think of the reward afterwards. You know? It's just like a footballer getting signed, right? And then, I don't know, they're paying him, I don't know, 4K a week. You say, oh, no, I want more. Bro, you have to prove yourself. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think of the reward. Think of the long run. So, hey-ho, we shall see. We shall see.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely crazy. It is mad that the reason why I say it's crazy and I'm stressing how mad this is because Dylan White, he's waited over 1,000 days. Like, man, I'm just thinking in my head, why is it taking so long to give a man what he deserves? Do you know what I mean? He's been waiting for so long. Like,
it's
why are they
money.
making it so complicated? Obviously, it's money and things like that, man. But it's mad.
So it's quite a So am I right in saying, yeah? Okay, let's just say, right, all of this is done. You know, they've come up with a figure, blah blah blah. Is there going to be a rematch clause in this fight? Because my understanding, correct me if I'm right or wrong, Frank Warren did say they don't want to put a rematch clause because they want to hurry up and fight the winner of Usyk and AJ. So
if
that's why I said
that,
it's a risk. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying that it's a risk for Fury. If that happens and he gets beaten, in theory, Dylan won't have to fight him. He can go straight on. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But cuz that's how boxing should be, though. Cuz do you know what I mean?
Already,
in my opinion, it should be like that, man. Because at the end of the day, if fighters, for example, I'm not saying we've mentioned this even in previous pods, man, but if fighters go into fights, especially champions, knowing that like there's no rematch clause, they're gonna have a different type of energy. Do you know what I mean? Protecting their belt. Whereas you might have a bit of complacency, knowing that, oh, you know, if there's a bit of a slip up, I'll get my rematch in it because there's a rematch clause. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if there's no rematch clause, straight fights will be a lot different, I think, Cosmo. Don't you think?
No, totally
It'll be
agree.
a lot different in terms of like especially how they're approaching the fights, especially moments where you have to probably dig deep. Do you know what I mean? Because you know, when I think about digging deep, I think about someone like Kambosos Jr., for example. Do you think he had a rematch clause? He didn't. He thought like this is going to be my last fight ever.
Yeah.
And
that's how fighters need to think. That's how they need to fight. You know.
Yeah.
Talk about fighting. Sorry, I don't want to. I'm going to go off the top of a bit here, but
no, you have to, man.
We've forgotten to mention Jacob and Ryder, bro. Wait, that's a big fight.
Ooh, Jacob.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. What, Ali Pali?
Yeah.
Woo! Yo, hey, we might have to go to the Ali Pali, man. We have to go.
Listen, it will be interesting because I'm just going by Jacob's last fight. it was during the pandemic, and like I didn't really see. If I'm honest with you, I'm a Jacob fan, but I don't think he won that fight.
Oh, you don't think he won?
Nah, I don't think he won that fight, man. But it'll be interesting that he's coming back, to fight
Oh,
Ryder. And Ryder, he's a serious competitor as well. Ryder gave Callum Smith problems.
you know what? He did give him a lot of problems. I'm not gonna lie, he did give him a lot of problems, but the Miracle Man. There's a reason why he's called the Miracle Man. Like, there's reason, man. There's reason why he's called the Miracle Man. Obviously, you know his story. You know what's happened. He's basically feels like he's a new being. Do you know what I mean? And when you're fighting someone that feels like they've already gone through the worst battle, which is cancer, and they're back in the ring, cause man, he's on a different scale. I just think that he's gonna do the job, man. I just think he's just gonna do the job, and it's gonna be quite competitive though. It will be quite competitive because he's the home fighter in the UK. The fans, so yeah, man, anything can happen, man.
Off the topic again, I just want to big up Joe Smith Jr. Obviously, he defended his WBO title. He won. He's calling out Canelo. Oh, can't see that one happening. But what's his name? Anthony Yard. He's number one. So he's next in line. So hopefully we can see Lions in the camp.
Lions in the camp.
Lions in the camp.
Come on, man.
And Joe Smith Jr.
Yeah, man.
This
That's the
month.
fight I want to see.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. If that fight happens, Frank Warren, if you're watching, that fight needs to happen at West Ham Stadium. It needs to happen at London Stadium, bro. It needs to happen right there. Yard needs to be fighting at the London Stadium for the title, in my opinion. I'm just putting it out there. I think that would be a tremendous event. The home of where the Olympics happens, man.
Yeah.
Come on, that's the stadium.
Yeah.
Dream.
It's amazing.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing, man. That'd be big. So Frank Warren, I know you're top man, but this is a top idea, man. Just make a call or send me an email, man. Let's make it happen.
Like Tunde says, dream it, believe it, become it.
Trust
indeed.
me, man. Big up, man. Big up, man. Big up. Yeah, man. Obviously, love what we do, cuz as
Also,
always.
Just before
you got last point before. All right, no, let's go for it.
Martinez v Warrington 2.
What are you saying about that, cuz? What are you saying?
Do you know what? I'm gonna come from a different angle, yeah.
Right. I'm just waiting for this.
Nothing against Warrington or whatever, yeah. But I don't think he deserves a title shot yet because he lost to my man. I think Martinez should be fighting the Mexican brother, and then the winner of that, then Warrington can challenge him. I'm just being fair, bro. Think about it. I understand Martinez wants a rematch because he felt that the first fight, he won. But they gave it to Warrington. But bro, you're the champion. Yeah, you should be fighting the guy who beat Warrington. And then that's just my opinion because I think, okay, all right, yeah.
Yeah, you said to cut you off. You know what? Because you're 100% right. Yeah. I just think the reason why this fight's happening is just for two reasons. It's because of that L, and because Warrington obviously he puts bums on seats, man.
Fair enough, but
I think those are the two reasons why this fight's happening, man.
But
honestly,
all right, if Warrington wins, if he wins, he's gonna have to defend that title to my man because that fight, I want to see that fight.
Yeah,
but
that would be crazy.
If Warrington loses, I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, man. Yeah, I hear you.
No, that's gonna be crazy, man. That is gonna be mad, man. But obviously, we're coming up to that point where we're finishing up, of course. Cause like, how are you gonna end this for us? Actually, I'm gonna do this build up for you for Mr. Sports Entertainment. We need one of those big ones, cuz. We need a big ending.
Stop gassing me, man. You're gassing me.
I'm gassing you, cuz. I'm gassing you.
No, but guys, this is Touch Gloves Boxing. Remember to like, share, subscribe. We do this for you, for all of the boxing fans. We love boxing. You love boxing. We can all talk about boxing. But I'll go by the name of Biyenge, featuring yours truly, Tre, who's my blood cousin. And look, just remember to share, and share and subscribe as well and share again and like. I'll say it in Lingala. I speak broken Lingala. It goes something like this. Bino kuna bolanda bolak sabatu bolinga nakei pow.